Steve Prefontaine was one of the most legendary athletes of all time. Now I'm sure everyone has loved something, found something that has made them who they are, and Prefontaine was no exception. His calling was running. Steve was born in Coos Bay, Oregon on January 25, 1951. Growing up, Steve was a small boy and tried to prove his worth in high school by joining the football team. Fortunately, he was too small to play and wound up joining the Marshfield High School cross-country team in 1965. Prefontaine trained extremely hard during his freshman and sophomore years and was highly successful during his junior and senior ones. During his senior year, he set a national high school record in the 2-mile with a time of 8 minutes and 41.5 seconds.
On my face getting clearer. The past is gone.
Prefontaine later went on to competing at the collegiate level at the University of Oregon, his dream school. His success with running exponentially grew to a point where he set records every time he raced. Pre had racked up American records in 7 different long-distance events for some period of time. By the age of 19, Prefontaine had already gained national attention. He was featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated. After setting the American record in the 5,000-meter race while in his junior year, Prefontaine went on to the Munich Olympics in 1972. He took the lead with 150 meters left, but unfortunately finished the race in 4th place overall.
Now, 7-8 meters clear of Ian Stewart, and these are the medal men. 200 meters left. The champion Gamudi leads. Viren moves up inside Prefontaine. The Finn and the American gathering for the final attack. And here comes Viren chasing his second gold medal. Viren goes for home. Gamudi is bankrupt. So too is Prefontaine. And the Finn goes in now for his second gold medal, and Stewart with a late run. The Finn wins. Gamudi second. Stewart gets the run.
Pre helped running become the craze it is today in America. He helped inspire the running boom that took place in the 1970s. Americans love to run, whether it be towards something, away from something, or just for the sheer fun of it. Prefontaine always ran towards something, a goal. He never looked back and always kept his head up, no matter the circumstances. Running takes heart. Running takes courage. Running is not just something one does. It is a way of life. Just like Americans have the sense that they are better than the rest of the world, so do runners. Something about the effort it takes gives a runner a sense of supremacy. I guess that just makes American runners the elitist. Some people create with words, or with music, or with a brush and paints. I like to make something beautiful when I run. I like to make people stop and say, I've never seen anyone run like that before. It's more than just a race, it's a style. It's doing something better than anyone else. It's being creative. Prefontaine was an innovator. He took what he had and he made something spectacular. He embodied the American desire to create and to be innovative. A national record is as innovative as, say, a new piece of kitchen equipment or a funky new hairstyle. The next is better than the last. Going for the gold is also an American attribute. As Americans, we want to become the best. To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. Prefontaine believed the gift was something bestowed within everyone. He felt that not using the gift for all that it offered was a crime to the human race, and Prefontaine was even aggravated when he saw others not living up to their potential. The gift was this potential that everybody possessed. In America, this gift is the opportunity presented just from living in this country. Everybody has a chance to make the most of their lives, but not everybody takes advantage of the chances they're given. Steve Prefontaine was one who took the gift and made a life worth living for himself. Nobody was going to tell him what he could or could not do. If he wanted to do something, he did it. In a land of such opportunity, utilizing the gift is what makes Americans, well, American. As Americans, we like to push ourselves to the extreme. We like to create what is simply the best. Constant improvement drives Americans to trying their very best and going to the limit. extreme power, extreme strength, extreme hair, extreme technology, extreme awesomeness, extreme weirdness, extreme biking, more extreme biking, even more extreme biking, but even extreme types of running. All of these extremes show what it means to be an American. An extreme is something that has been pushed until it has become something almost entirely different and obviously better. America itself is an extreme. We pushed away from dominating forces to become our own nation many years ago. Prefontaine took the same course of action, hard work and dedication, to achieve similar results to our founding fathers. Something better. On May 30th, 1975, Steve Prefontaine had a fatal accident. He was driving home after a party and swerved on the road, hitting a rock while alongside the street. The car flipped over and Steve was stuck underneath it. He was killed by the weight of the car. His goal of winning the 1976 Montreal Olympic 5,000 meter race was crushed, and to the world, a great athlete was now gone. However, Pre's greatness will never die. He will forever be remembered in America. Being American is about being recognized and leaving your mark. Nobody wants their feats to go unnoticed, and in America, we live off of the satisfaction that our work helped or even just inspired another individual. Being remembered is an American goal and a reward for being great. Determination and inspiration drive Americans to living lives that will be marked down for future generations to appreciate. In this way, Steve Prefontaine's legend and what he stood for lives on.